Torrential rains fell on Montreal's West Island in a matter of hours on Saturday, flooding some residents' homes for the fourth time since 2017.
You could see all the sofa, bed, and everything, wall unit, my son's computer.
We were flooded 2 years ago, so the insurance requires five years before to cover up again.
The Pierrefonds borough says the 2017 and 2019 floods were different from the more recent ones because they were caused by the Rivière des Prairies overflowing in the spring. The borough says after those floods, several measures were put in place that can be deployed quickly, like muscle walls, cofferdams, and high-capacity industrial pumps.
Those measures are not activated when you have, in 2 hours, 150 to 170 millimeters of rain.
The city says its water network was not made to handle so much water in such a short period of time. This expert says there's no quick fix.
It's virtually impossible. We'll have to redo the whole thing from scratch. This is not something that we can physically do. However, we can adapt it to better take into account those extreme events.
Part of the issue, Martel says, is that low-lying areas like this region in Pierrefonds are especially prone to floods because they collect water.
These two areas has been also constructed over wet, humid area.
The director of a Quebec flood research network says that's another reason why Roxborough and Dollard-de-Sermeaux have more of a tendency to flood. But that may turn out to be a blessing.
Wetland is an important aspect because this can be used as a sponge zone to keep certain amount of water and progressively to release this in the go to the river, for example.
The borough says it's looking at longer-term measures like sponge parks and water retention basins.
Many cities in the world are experiencing the same thing.
The mayor of Montreal says there's also more work to be done around planning. Soraya Martinez-Ferrara says the Montreal metropolitan community developed models to see the areas that are likely to flood with spring water.
We don't have that for rain. So that's an issue. That's one of the things that we need to address in order to make sure that the measure and preventive measure that we're going to do are going to be done in the areas that have the most risk.
Martel has a more optimistic take on this, saying Montreal might actually be ahead of the pack.
Montreal is not late when it comes to this. It's something that is new, that has not been done before. And Montreal has been amongst the first to really look into mapping those pluvial flooding.
Meanwhile, as residents deal with the aftermath of another destructive flood, they're hoping more help will come their way.